How y'all doing? I got a message for you, and this is actually pretty lengthy, so I hope y'all brought it. Okay? So there is something here about you guys being held back by some sort of a decision. And whatever this decision is, it's difficult. So you're like kind of avoiding it, which is causing a stalemate. Okay? There's something here about you needing to face your fears, weigh out your options, and seek truth. There's something major overall about a door opening for you, you having lots of options. They're saying to take your time and make sure that you choose right. This could be in regards to career, because this came out as well for the overall energy. Something about career opportunities opening up for you, offering a chance for significant advancement and growth. And then you've got attraction here. So there's something here about a strong attraction that's binding you and another person together. This connection is both emotional and physical, and it's drawing you closer. So there's something about opportunities in work. There's something here about love opportunities as well. And there's something about you needing to set healthy boundaries, because this is going to be crucial for your well-being. So they're saying you could be feeling overwhelmed by others. There could be people pulling on your energy at this time. And they're saying that there's a need for you to clearly define your limits and protect your emotional and mental space. Because I see here that there's something that needs to be balanced with regards to your energy. Okay? Balance is going to be key to a harmonious life. So they're saying that if you've been feeling out of sync, there's something here about you needing to adjust how you spend your time and your energy in order to make sure that you maintain a healthy equilibrium here. There's something here about you being on a spiritual path. And it's like you could have had like lots of ups and downs emotionally. You could have had issues with insecurity. You could have had issues with trust. There could have been like breakups that you went through that put you in like this isolation withdrawal period here. I see a lot of sadness, a lot of like not being emotionally fulfilled. And I can see here that this had you lacking enthusiasm, doubting yourself, not really in like your inner child happy energy. This is more like focusing on what was lost in a like glooming, self-doubt, hopeless kind of energy. There was something that you over-invested in. And I have a feeling here, because it says work, I feel like you were like putting a lot of investment into your job, hustling. There was something here about finances, you lacking confidence, lacking focus, trying to like find the perfect thing. And there was some misdirected activity. And it's like now you're focused on balancing your energy, because it looks like you were giving away too much energy. There was no balance between your work and personal life, your spirituality. I see here you're now focused on this spiritual path. And it's like there's a need for you to make a decision. I don't know if this is two relationships here. So I don't know if you're feeling pulled between two relationships or if it's work in a relationship. Because I've got here family ties. I've got somebody taking the other for granted, or each other for granted. You could have children or just responsibilities in general. And it's like there's something about taking each other for granted. And the fact that families draw strength from their unity. They support each other through all the ups and downs. They grow together. They learn from one another and they evolve as a unit. But there's something here about distraction. You getting cues, hints of the fact that there's impending danger from some sort of distraction. There's something here about you being a breath away from turmoil and like cautioning you to be careful. I don't know if you have a family and somebody's stepping out into another relationship, because, or if you're in a relationship, someone's stepping out, or if this is work, because it goes back and forth. So maybe for some of you, this is somebody that's in a relationship, has a family, and they're stepping out with a distraction, a temptation, or if this is you being distracted by your work, or this could be partying. Because I've got the alcohol self-discipline card that I was coming to, but we'll get into that in a second. The first thing I'm seeing here is there's some sort of relationship, a digital relationship, 455 on the clock. Something here about you being aligned with a connection, embracing each other digitally, but longing for touch still remains. There's something here about this relationship having like ups and downs, being erratic. It's a connection that could damage or poison this family tie or this relationship. So whatever this is, I've got like family ties, right? Then I've got distraction and impeding danger. You see her, she's driving, she's about to hit that guy, right? And then digital. So I feel like there was a family or a relationship, there was a distraction where somebody was connecting digitally. And now there's this need for self-discipline. There's this need for laying down addictions, temptations, getting healthy, working on sobriety. Something here about you being stuck or someone being stuck in a bad routine. And it's like getting in the way of their success, their productivity. Something here about you or them feeling empowered by choosing sobriety over alcohol and then achieving a physical transformation by committing to fitness. Okay? There's something here about you like trying to find harmonious relationships, a community. Something here about celebrations coming up, you like reuniting with somebody, offering harmony, goodwill, cooperation. Something here about you like reconciling, making an amends, forgiving, finding a peaceful resolution, understanding. And then after that, there's something here about you like there's boredom, and the boredom is leading to disloyalty. There's something here about being impatient, not wanting to like let go of some of these temptations and get into this self-discipline, being stubborn. And then, yeah, this is causing delays. There's something here about you needing to gather the strength, the courage to overcome. Because I see here that you're doubting yourself. There's something here about you needing to believe in your strength in order to like deal with the problems in a gentle but firm way, not letting emotions affect your actions, deliberately identifying with your intuition and like following it. There's something here about you letting go of desires, temptations, and making a breakthrough, finding mental clarity. Like, this is about mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas. And then like you breaking through and getting success, victory, justice. Something here about honest communication, having the courage to speak your truth. And then you've got the Page of Cups, Pisces energy. Keeping an open mind, being curious, embracing new creative opportunities, some sort of message as well. So I don't know if you're messaging someone or someone's messaging you, but there's some sort of news coming in, a message, someone following their curiosity, being a free spirit, sending a message, and then somebody getting some sort of like wish come true. There's something, once again, about addictions and then denial. So there's something here about you deceiving yourself, addictions. The situation is being influenced by an addictive behavior that is influencing you or the person you are involved with. Pain and trauma are being projected. Try to see the truth of the situation by stepping outside of the chaos to create an opening for forgiveness, patience, and compassion. There's a situation that you are refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios to see things that are not accurate. Have the courage and the discernment to dig deep into the truth of the situation. They're calling you to slow down because there's something about you needing to heal and then make a pivot, okay? So there's something here about how life isn't a race. It's not a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. There's something here about your mind, body, and soul being in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing that you need with open arms and an open heart. So they're slowing you down so that you can get this healing out of the way. So they're asking you to be open to this. And then there's something here about a pivot and how sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time for you to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a better idea for you. They're saying this is going to allow your life to flow more easily and effortlessly. So how could you pivot, even if it's just a little bit? There's something here about you needing to be clear about where you are putting your focus right now. Focus on the desired outcome that you want, okay? You already have everything within you everything that you need to create your dreams. So stop doubting yourself for once. This is your time, and we've got you. Take care.